Hello everyone, it's time for What I've Learned. I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back. And the person who said this was age 64. A 44-year-old says, I've learned that you never ask a tire salesman if you need new tires. That's true. You're probably always going to be, yep, you need new tires. Okay, if they're not honest anyway. Okay, I've learned that wherever I go, the world's worst drivers have followed me there. Age 29. I've learned that in a divorce, only the lawyers come out ahead. And the person who said this was 37. I've learned that when you have the choice of eating at the table or at the counter in a coffee shop, always choose the counter. The service will be faster, the food hotter, and the conversation livelier. And a person that was 46 said this. An age 10-year-old said, I've learned that when my daddy kisses me in the mornings, he smells like a piece of Jolly Rancher candy. I've learned that if you allow someone to make you angry, you have let them conquer you. Age 54. And a person who was 62 said, I've learned that nothing tastes as good as vegetables from your own garden. And that has to be true. Nothing tastes sweeter than something that you've had a hand in growing, doesn't it? I've learned that you never ask a lady her age, her weight, or what's in her purse. Age 68. I've learned that total pleasure is a good book, a soft couch, and a cat curled up beside you. Age 50. I've learned that if you want to cheer yourself up, you should try cheering someone else up first. And that's true. And the person who said this was 13. That's a pretty good observation for a 13-year-old. I've learned that parents are very hard to live with. Age 12. I've learned that there are two things essential to a happy marriage: separate checking accounts and separate bathrooms. Age 36. I've learned that the tooth fairy doesn't always come. Sometimes she's broke. And an 8-year-old said that. An 11-year-old said, I've learned that girls sweat just as much as boys. 44-year-old said, I've learned that expensive new silk ties are the only ones that attract spaghetti sauce. I've learned that when you buy a drafty old house, you spend more time at the hardware store than you do at home. Age 46. A 6-year-old said, and it's probably a little boy, says, I've learned that if you put a June bug down a girl's dress, she goes crazy. Yes. Okay. I've learned that age is only important if you're cheese. Age 76. I've learned that if you want to know who's boss in a family, just check to see who's holding the TV remote. Age 48. And let's see. I've learned that my teacher always calls on me the one time that I don't know the answer. Age 9. I've had that experience in my lifetime, being called on only at the times when I didn't have a clue what the answer was. I learned that I don't understand women, and I never will. And this was by an 84-year-old man. I've learned that goldfish don't like Jell-O. And that was from a 5-year-old. I've learned that the people who say money isn't everything usually have lots of it. Age 66. I've learned that the best tranquilizer is a clear conscience. Age 76. I've learned that there's never a snow day on a day that I have a big test. A 12-year-old said this. I've learned that the older I get, the less attention I get. And that's from a 6-year-old. I've learned that I still have a lot to learn. And that was said by a 92-year-old. And that's all for today's segment of What I've Learned. Thanks for joining me and have a good day.